Okay, my name is Aniedi Udo-Obong. I am a program manager on Google's developer ecosystem team. So, doing stuff like this, interacting with founders, startups, students, and early career professionals, learning technology. And generally, I'm someone who's very interested in what's new, what's hot, and excited to see the startups that are pitching here today.
So how would you describe the startup ecosystem in Nigeria today?
I think we're probably rolling through a number of phases. We once never had startups. Then we had a couple of startups that did big things. And those startups have kind of either opened people's minds to be more innovative, while some of them have become platforms on which you build other startups. So when you think of the Paysacks and the Flutterwaves, they enable payments, they do things. And then when they enable payments, you can build e-commerce, you can build lending, you can build savings apps. So I think we're going to see more of startups targeting niche problems, so like event management or healthcare in some situation. And then of course, with all the new developments in technology, I think they're very lucky that they have the superpower or the tool called AI to help them, produce faster and make more useful software.
All right, so let's talk about AI for like a sec.
Sure.
What would you say about the myth that AI is coming to replace humans' job?
I don't completely buy it, but I also kind of agree. There's kind of like two schools of thought around that. So think of ATM machines, right? They didn't kill banking, right? They didn't kill all banking jobs, or maybe you really didn't need a teller, right? And it was because there wasn't anything like an ATM machine. You had people coming to work and just counting money all day long, right? So I think there would be some kinds of jobs that people shouldn't be doing because there are more creative ways to use your time. It's kind of like with agriculture. Why are we hoeing the ground when you can have a tractor? So if you want to be stuck in that way of doing something and not evolving, then AI will take your job. But if you want to be more innovative, if you want to be more productive, then all you need to do is just upskill a bit or pivot your skill set, and then AI can't take your job.
Okay, so if you had like one message to give to people who are caught in the frenzy of not wanting to adapt to the trend of, maybe learning AI as part of the skills that they have or just incorporating it into what they do, what would you be, or what would your message be to them to sort of, I wouldn't say debunk the myth, but just to put some calm to the storm when it comes to that debate?
Yeah, I think apart from a few pioneers in the field, everyone's a JJC in this thing, right? How many people have 50 years experience in AI? I don't know. What's that guy, Jeffrey Hinton, or all those, Peter Novick and those guys. Everyone's been doing this for like 2-3 years. Like ChatGPT, November 2022, that's when everything changed. So even the guys who have the best prompting skills probably have 1 year's experience doing it, because like for the first 2 years, these prompts were shitty, right? So things are moving fast, but you can go very far in a short period of time. And I think people need to learn just a few tricks about AI, about prompting. Just learn the basics. That this thing can think, it can do things on its own. And one of the ways you can sort of leverage this tool is like, okay, say for instance, I wanted to write a prompt and you didn't know how to write the prompt very well. Okay, I want to have a podcast, or I'm thinking of a bunch of questions, and you can't even put your thoughts together. You can just dump those thoughts and then ask AI to write you a better prompt that will give you a better result. So you prompt the AI to give you a prompt that will give you a result. So if your things are, those kind of things where like you don't really get it, but it's like you can ask someone, it's like having a PA that sabi book, that kind of thing. Okay, so what you go do right now, and then it gives you an idea, and then you go and do it. So I would say AI is here. It's not even coming. Like,
it's here. Right?
Look at the amount of money that's chasing AI. Big tech, government, and all that kind of stuff. So it's like we couldn't stop search. Yeah. We couldn't stop mobile. I don't think anyone has the capability to stop this AI movement. I'm glad that there are things like ethics and safety being considered, but in terms of just in practicality and productivity, I think people should, even if it's very gradually, don't try to be an expert on day one. Just know what it is, know that it's a thing called ChatGPT or Gemini, type something, look for results, it could be better. And then as you get more productive and see how it can be useful, you just try and get better at it.
All right, so let's talk about the event. This is Pitch to Win 5, and this is the 5th edition of this competition.
Sure.
So give me your feel out so far. How you feeling? What do you like? What don't you like? Just talk to me about how you're finding the event so far.
Okay, well, so like pitch to win one, and I'm pitch to win five. I'm not like a big boy now, so I got a gold band, black band. So the food is great. It's better than the food down.
Okay.
But I think the event has grown, and just a testament of the fact that it was a great idea, right? And then when I hear OO talk about it every time and say, look, people are going to get a lot of opportunities or a few opportunities to pitch, and some of those opportunities will be big opportunities. You don't want to go into the big game without any practice. You've not done a friendly match. You've not done so. The ethos of pitch to win is a solid one, right? And to see it attracting more investors, more investment. You know, I tell people sometimes, like, even right here, when we look for money, you're looking for $10K, $100,000, like that's like the top. You know, it's a lot of money. But for some other countries, seed round is 5 million or 10 million. Yeah. So when that guy comes and he has 10 million and somebody's asking for 100K, you're like, okay, I can do 10 of these and give my other guy 9.9 million. No big deal, right? Yeah. So just that opportunity to bring people and to provide a platform for early stage founders to test, I think is great. And if you look at the quality of startups today, I've even imagined the quality of submissions that they must have gotten to narrow down to this. So ultimately, it's good for the ecosystem.
All right. So we're going to end on a lighter note and do a little bit of this and that.
All right.
So on a Friday night, would you rather be in your house or would you rather be outside partying?
I'll start off in my house and I go out. Okay, outside parties. Friday night, outside parties.
All right. I love your shirt, by the way.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much for chatting with us. I really enjoyed our conversation.
Sure. My pleasure.